Today on Yester Kitchen, we are traveling to New Orleans, and I'm going to share the history and the recipe for one of my favorite drinks. You're going to love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is Yester Kitchen. I'm so happy you're back. If you're new here, welcome. It would be an honor to have you join us as we explore retro history through food. Now today, we're going way back to celebrate one of my favorite drinks. Notice I have no martini today. Martini, dirty martini, that is my number one drink, but I do like others. And we are going to talk all about the Sazerac. So the Sazerac I actually discovered in New Orleans several years ago. I've learned how to make it. It is so good. So New Orleans, the land of Mardi Gras, the land of non-stop parties in Bourbon Street. Oh my God, if you haven't been to New Orleans, you gotta go. But this is actually the official drink as of 2008 of New Orleans. It's a bourbon-based drink with a little bit of absinthe. Okay, so how did this all get started? So in the 1830s, see, way back, there was a man named Antoine Peychaud, and he had a pharmacy in New Orleans, and he created one day bitters. We all know bitters, right? They're reduced alcohol. We use them in drops to enhance our drinks. He created his own bitters called a Pesho Bitters. Let me show it to you. So this is Peychaud's bitters. I'm trying to get the light away. There we go, Peychaud's bitters. These have a flavor all their own. It's red, it's gorgeous, I can't even describe it. A bottle of this will probably be about $15, but it will last you forever. Like, I can't even tell you how many years ago I bought this, and I barely used it. So after Antoine created his bitters, he decided to combine them with his favorite cognac. The cognac's name, Sazerac de Forge, and that is where the name of the drink came from. So he combined the two and it became his favorite cocktail. Now it was said that Antoine was a Mason, so he would serve this drink to his fellow Masons, but he would serve it in egg cups. What are egg cups? Those are egg cups. Little, just perfect little cups that an egg fits right in, and actually a drink fits right in there perfectly too, now that I think about it. Smart guy. So in French, egg cup is cocktail. And I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, so I don't want to hear from you, I'm trying. But cocktail could or could not be the precursor to the name cocktail. It's one of those fabulous stories that are out there. Everybody loved this drink. So somewhere between 1830 and 1870, the cognac was replaced with rye whiskey. And then in 1873, a very smart bartender by the name of Leon Lamothe decided to add absinthe. What is absinthe? Okay, so we've all at least heard of it. Absinthe is a botanical liqueur. It has a very licorice taste. I wouldn't say very, it's a very faint licorice taste to it. I actually do not like black licorice whatsoever, but in this drink, this flavor is amazing, and it's just, like I said, one of my favorite cocktails. So there's all kinds of stories around absinthe, and I'll tell you why. So in 1912, absinthe was actually banned all over the United States and in many parts of Europe. And it was banned because there's one herb that is in here called Peychaud, and it was said to cause hallucinations. Oh my God, we don't want that. So we banned the alcohol. But in 2007, we decided, the powers that be decided that there was not enough Peychaud in here to cause hallucinations. So absinthe went back on the market and the Sazerac came back. And like I said, in 2007, it became the drink of New Orleans. So let's celebrate New Orleans and let's make my favorite drink. Okay, you're gonna need 2 glasses for this, and let me tell you why. Okay, the first glass, we're just gonna fill up with ice. We're gonna let this sit here so the glass chills. And now we have glass number 2. This is where we're gonna do our mixing. So the first thing you're gonna need is 1 sugar cube. Isn't it cute? I love sugar cubes. Okay, now it's time for our Peychaud's bitters. Can you use other bitters? Probably, but you will not get the same taste. This has a taste all on its own. I wish I could describe it. If you can describe it for me, put it down in the comments, because it just has a wonderful flavor all its own. Okay, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna put about 3 to 5 drops in here. Whoop, sorry. It's crystal and it's spilling everywhere, and there we go. Okay, magic, cleaned up. Okay, now we're just gonna take a little muddler and we're gonna crush that sugar cube right into the bitters and let that just all happily mix together. Next, we pour in 1 shot of bourbon or rye whiskey, whatever you like. There actually is a very specific Sazerac rye whiskey that you could buy. It's about $28, but you can use your favorite. And you can also actually, if you want to really get some way back experience, try cognac. I always use bourbon. Okay, now that our bourbon's in there, we're gonna give it a little stir. We take our glass that's been chilling and we dump out the ice. Okay, it is absinthe time. Now that you've had your glass chilled, you're gonna take a 1/4 ounce of absinthe. It's about 1½ teaspoons, which is what I've measured here. And into the glass it goes. And now, all you do, you're lining your glass. So you wanna just keep turning it and turning it and turning it until everything is completely coated with absinthe. Now you've got 2 options. You have the classic option and you have the non-classic option. The classic option is to pour out whatever remaining absinthe is in there. And so you just have a lined glass. Or you can really try absinthe and keep it in. You won't get the true taste of Sazerac though, but that's okay. Okay, now all you do, it's not a big drink, it is a sipping drink. It is pure alcohol, it's pretty potent, and you just don't make a lot. I mean, you can always double it. I won't stop you. Just don't drive. Okay, now into our absinthe lined glass goes our mix. 1 lemon peel. On the peel is where you have all the delicious, beautiful oils. So when you do, before you peel your lemon, you want to wash your lemon very well because, you know, you don't know where it's been. Okay, now you're going to take your lemon peel and you're just going to gently turn it. Every now and then, if the light catches it, you can see the little oils landing in the cocktail. Let's see if it happens. No. Whoop, I'm seeing it a little bit. And into the glass it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, Sazerac. Simple, fabulous. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I can't remember what bar I walked into in New Orleans with my husband when we went, and I knew it was the drink of New Orleans, and I said, I want a Sazerac, and my very first sip was just like, oh my God. So make a Sazerac. When you buy your ingredients, you're gonna be able to make tons. I think the only thing you're really gonna have to replenish is a lemon, because these things will just, well, maybe the bourbon. Well, these two, the absinthe and the bitters, will just keep you going for a very long time. So thank you for celebrating New Orleans with me. Make this drink, give it a try, and enjoy the history. Because, you know, we're really here about the stories. Well, we're here about the food too, and the cocktails, and the fun. If you would like to explore more dishes from your childhood, or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every week. In the meantime, there's some more retro cocktails for you. And remember, every dish or cocktail has a story. I'll see you in the next video.